Hi, everybody. Thanks so much. I am just so grateful for each one of you, whoever is practicing, and at whatever point you're going to do this practice. I just want to say it matters, especially in times of stress, that we care for our bodies and our spirits. Um, we need to remember that we're human and that we can't handle everything, and that our bodies need cared for. We need time to disengage. And to realign and just remember what helps us to feel the most healthy. So I figured we could just come to our mat and sit. If you can't do that right now, you can watch this wherever sitting. So first, find your posture. A nice way to do that fairly easily is if you hug your legs. And then inhale, think tall through the back and crown of your head, so right where my ponytail would be. And then exhale, let your shoulders melt behind you. Feel as if your chest lifts. It gains a little air, a little space. And then take another breath in. Feel the length again up. And then also feel the exhale down as if your tailbone went down and back. And then keep your spine, cross your ankles, and let yourself sit open. And I want you, if you feel comfortable, wherever you are, to just place one hand on your heart and one deep on your belly. And then close your eyes for a moment and start to notice your breathing. So I want you to become aware of it. What's the rhythm? Is there any texture to it? Can you tell if you're holding anything tight, tense? And then let that go and start to breathe your lower hand in and out very deeply. So let that move more than your upper hand. And as you exhale, really bring in your lower hand as if you breathed out all the air in your lungs. So I want you to do that a couple times. What that does is it slows down our nervous system. It touches the vagus nerve that runs beneath your lungs that automatically calms you. So anytime you need this, come back to this breath. Now with your eyes closed, letting go of any effort on your breath, I want you to just think about these last few days and when did you feel the most centered? Were there any times where you forgot what time it was, you just lost track for a positive reason? Was there anything you did that helped you feel a little healthier, a little more you, a little more human, a little more at peace? I want you to just realize those things so you can use them to really help yourself in this season. All right, you can let that go. We're going to start with warming our shoulders. So I want you to put your thumbs on the back of your body, and then your elbows are going to be out. They don't have to go behind your body. They're right out, so almost in line with your vision. And then keep your spine again. So what I want you to feel is a lifting up in the crown and a rooting down in the tailbone. And hopefully what that feels like is you locked in your abs, almost like you buttoned a tight pair of jeans. And you can open your chest. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to bring the elbows forward. Inhale, lift them up. Feel your rib cage open. And then exhale forward. Let's do it a couple times. Inhale, open. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So what this does is not only warm up your shoulders, but when you start to link your body movement with your breath, it naturally calms your mind. You have less that you can think about at the same time. So really focus on breathing in, feeling the inhale, breathing out, feeling the exhale, breathing in. And as soon as your mind wanders and you notice it, practice a slight moment of gratitude for the awareness that you noticed, and then see if you can just let that go, come back to your breath. So not being hard on ourselves when our mind wanders. We're human, it's natural. But creating a brain muscle memory to come back to the present breath, present moment, and a calmer space. 2 more. Your own pace, your own body. All right. And then take one hand down and inhale, you choose, lift an arm up, and exhale, slide to the side. And what I want you to think about is exhaling down the hip that is farthest away from your extended wrist, and that's going to lengthen that side. And now to be in alignment, you take your shoulders back as if you're holding something between the blades. And then just gently feel the length, wrist to that grounded hip. Yep, shoulders back, chest open. Inhale. And then exhale, you can spin forward, and that's going to feel good on your low back, taking your belly button in to help. And we're going to switch sides. So other arms down, and then breathe up, and gently over. So first, focus on the grounding. Take that hip down, and then extend. Shoulders, bring them back. And try to relax. See if you have any tension there, and just let it go. And a deep exhale. So take about 2 comforting breaths where you feel your rib cage open. And then you feel it relax down. Inhale. We're going to spin again. Exhale forward. Belly button in to help your low back. And let's do that a couple times. Inhale here. And then exhale, belly in and round. Breathe in. So the more you stay grounded, the more you hold your belly in, the more your spine will feel supported. So give that a try. A couple more. And then last one. And inhale, reach up. And exhale, let it go. So we are going to turn and come to our down dog. So you want to plant your hands shoulder width. Take your feet back and lift your hips up. And then take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, soften the body. And first we'll find our alignment, because it always matters to help keep our joints healthy. So think into your hands, and can you push down each finger in an even amount? So your thumb as much as your pinky. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, ground your palms evenly. And as you ground, can you think of lifting your tailbone? So connect that to your hands. Let the tail lift, hands down. Take a nice deep breath in. Adding to that, exhale, take your shoulder blades to kiss behind your back. So you're going to hold something between the blades again. It'll feel like you're spinning your armpits out. Inhale. And then exhale to get the tailbone really to lift up. You might even want to try bending the knees so your heels don't have to be down. That's all about ankle flexibility. And take a nice deep breath and just feel the length head to tail. Can you push the hands to make it even longer? One more breath in. Just soak in what this feels like. And now let that effort go. And you can start to play around. So bend a knee, extend the opposite ankle, shift side to side. So you know your alignment. You're welcome to come out of it as you play a little bit. Keep grounding your hands, lengthening the tail. And what does your body need to feel good right now? And then take a nice deep breath and exhale. Let yourself come back to down dog. So start to pause, lift the hips, spin the armpits out. If your body gets too tired, if you're not used to this, just drop the knees, push your chest back for puppy pose, or sit on your heels for child's pose. All are great options. So keep taking care of your body. One more cleansing breath. Thank your arms for the strength that they're giving you right now. Inhale. And then exhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat and let yourself hang in a fold. And you can just shake it out. Allow yourself to feel great. So head can shake yes and no. You can roll your shoulders. You can move your hips around. Anything that's going to feel great. And then I want you to practice that using your breath again. So as you inhale, let your lungs and belly move out. And as you exhale, see how heavy you can become. So empty your lungs, get a little bit heavier. So try that one more time. Breathe in, feel your belly hug your thighs, feel that comfort. And then breathe out and feel weight and length as you empty. Great job. Bend your knees, lift your eyes. That's going to help your blood flow. And then inhale the whole way up and reach tall into an extended mountain. And then exhale and hands come to the heart. And we'll find our first mountain pose. So what you want to do is separate your feet hip width and then soften your knees. And hands can be at the heart if you like, or open by your sides, anywhere at all. You get to choose. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes and feel your feet. And I want you to ground just like you did your hands in down dog into each and every toe. Can you take your mind into each one and push it down? And that's just going to bring you here into your center. Inhale. And then exhale, can you ground your heel and think about the inner heel and the outer heel. So push them all down at once. So what that does, when you ground all areas of your feet, it's going to lift your arch. It's going to open your ankle. And then the softening in your knees is going to keep that opening coming up. And then we'll add on alignment of the tailbone and the pelvis. So think about your tailbone going behind you just a little, and then the pelvis opening forward. And hopefully you'll feel a little bit of your low abs to do that. And then shoulders, we'll take them back. So you're going to hold something between the shoulder blades. And then hands to the heart. Lift up through the crown again, right where my ponytail is. Let that rise, and hopefully that feels like your abs are lifting you high. And lastly, a little bit of air around the collarbones, smiling up through the shoulders. And take a couple breaths to soften and yet stay in this support. So that's going to help your body create the muscle memory of open, confident, safe posture. And now as you breathe, standing in this strong space, what is it that you need right now in this day that you're doing this practice? Take a moment to just let that bubble up as you breathe. And then maybe having that in mind or just holding space, allowing it to come later. Take another deep breath down into your belly to really feel your body and let yourself breathe. Remember that you're human. You need the inhale, you need the exhale. And then one more deep breath, breathing in that new intention, that desire to focus on what you need, letting it draw to you. And then breathe out what gets in the way, just let it go. Soften the body and inhale to rise. We'll start to flow a bit. Exhale, knees bend and dive down. Lead with your heart, shoulders connect, and then relax in your fold. Hands to the shins or under the toes, and inhale, flat back to gorilla, chin tucks. Exhale, let yourself fold. Knees bend and step the leg that's farthest away from me back. So the leg closest to me or closest to your computer or screen is going to be bent, and then the farthest one is straight. So we're in our low lunge. And I want you to find your mountain footing here. So push down each toe, inner heel and outer heel. Yeah. And then back foot, you're just going to focus on the toes and the ball of the foot. Spread it wide. And now think about space. A lot of times when we get stressed, we can get so tight. So I want you to inhale. Think about lengthening your body. So think about the crown going forward, heel back, and this front knee guiding over the middle of the toes. And take a couple breaths, really focusing on opening up your body, even your heart space. And now as you stay open, can you also think about the hug? Hopefully your chest or your belly is hugging against your leg. And I want you to breathe 2 times, just feeling the compassion of your own body. So studies show that even our own hug, when we don't have another person, can build those same endorphins that we need. So take a breath with compassion. And then let that go. We'll add a twist. The arm closest to me, inhale, reach it up. And we're going to use our breath. So exhale, let your hand come down. 2 more times. Inhale, watch it rise. And exhale. So remember, if your mind wanders, use it as a practice. Thankful for the awareness, coming back to the breath. And exhale, great job. Knees bend, we'll step back to our down dog once again. So find your down dog. If you need a break, take your knees back. Find your rest pose. Really honor your body. So follow what your body needs. Now feel into your hands, push down each finger, and inhale up into your tailbones. Really lift it, opening the heart, shoulder blades kissing. And a nice deep breath to relax. Take one more breath, and I want you to just feel the ribs and how they open and close. All right, so think about your spine nice and long, and I want you to see if you can keep it long as you come to plank. So nice and flat, head to tail, we come forward. Yeah, shoulder blades stay connected behind, which I know feels different. A lot of times we're taught to push the floor away, but I actually want you to take your shoulder blades a touch. That's going to actually support your girdle around your ribs. Yeah. So you can be kneeling or lifted in plank. Take a breath and just feel your strength. Remind yourself that you're strong. Do you feel that in your arms, your body? Inhale. And exhale, lower with that strength in you. As slow as you want, the slower you go, the harder it might feel. And then toes are going to point back. We're going to tuck our chin a little bit so that our neck stays long. And inhale up into baby cobra. So baby cobra, you want to take your toes and push them down. And your hands are purely for balance. So they can be lifted if you want to really accentuate the strength in your back, or grounded gently. One more breath in. And then exhale, lengthen away. And we'll do that 2 more times. Again, using our breath to calm our body. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Feel as if you're extending your tailbone at the same time. And then lower down. We're going to push back to down dog. So you can tuck the toes, bend the knees, push back. So you might want to take a pause in your puppy pose to relax or come right up to your down dog. And then take 2 comforting breaths. What is that going to mean for your body? Find the comfort. And when you're ready, inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, opposite side. So you're going to step the leg that's farthest from me or farthest from your screen in through your hands. And it might not get there, that's okay. I want you to use your hands to help move your heel until it's right below your knee. So that's the key, is that your heel is either in front of your knee or below it, but it's not behind it like that. It's going to help you have a knee that's healthy for longevity. Take a deep exhale and ground again. Can you feel your toes, your heel, your back foot and ball? And then add your space. Can you accentuate that leaning of the heel back, the knee forward, lengthen through the crown, and even open through the heart? And now, keeping your space, adding on that comfort, I want you to feel wherever you're touching your own body. So maybe it's your heart, your belly, your arm. And take a few breaths that allow you to feel cared for. You've got this. You're with yourself. So give one more breath of care. We're going to add our twist. So now it's your back arm, the one closest to that foot underneath you. Inhale, reach it up. And then exhale, bring it down. So 2 more times. Breathe in and really wring out your waist. And exhale down. Last time, shoulders stay back behind you, breathe in, and exhale, knees bend, and step together, and let yourself relax. So this time, maybe you want to shake it out again, or if you want a new option, bend your elbows and hug onto them. So that's going to feel good, like a new way to stretch your spine as gravity tugs it differently. And take a deep exhale. Can you lean into your breath again? The more you exhale out, the more you can cascade forward and get a deeper stretch. So let your sit bones rise up as your head goes down for one more exhale. And then let that go. Knees bend, eyes lift. Inhale the whole way up. So push down to rise. Feel the connection with your ground as you lift up. And we'll find our mountain pose again. So recenter your feet under your hips, shoulders back. Crown up, and take a cleansing breath. I want you to scan down your body and notice if any tension rose up. And if it did, can you let that go? Can you take the shoulders back? Can you soften that space? And if there's tension in you, because it's a tough time for any reason, that doesn't soften or it's not easy, that's okay. I want you to just be aware of it. And then allow it. Allow yourself to be as you are for one more breath, finding comfort here and acceptance. And then remember your new intention, whatever it is you're focusing on to build more of or to invite towards you. Take a nice breath in. Let it go. Anything that you're holding on to, you don't need, just breathe it out. And we'll move again. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, dive down. So knees bend, heart is going to open, and we'll relax. Hands to shins or under the toes, and lengthen, flat back. And then let it go, and knees bend. So this time, the leg closest to me, I want you to take that back. So the leg farthest from your screen is now the bent one underneath you. We're going to come to warrior 2 footing. So the back heel is going to come down, toes point forward, and I want you to windmill up. So breathe in, up and open. So it's just a nice feel. And then we'll take a moment to find our posture. So what does that mean here? Where are you in alignment? I want you to find your mountain feet. So find all 10 toes pushing down, the inner heel and outer heel, and that'll help lift your arch. And then take a look at your knee and guide it over the midline of your toes. And if with the back knee, the midline of the toes and the knee are going in the same direction. And then arms come out. Nice deep breath, inhale. And exhale, I want you to bend this knee only as far as your ankle. So you want to be sure not to go over it. It's only as far or a little closer to you for less work. Breathe in. And then exhale and bend. Inhale, come up. And exhale and bend. Now gaze down over that front arm. And I want you to see your strength and feel your strength. So breathing in, lightening, exhaling, getting in, and strong. One more time, breathe in. And exhale, stay. Inhale, sun warrior. Lay the back arm down and reach the front arm up. Shoulders come back. And here I want you to knit your lowest rib in. So as you do that, can you also lift your whole rib cage up? So it's going to take a lot of low belly. And then relax around the jaw, around the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, can you soften something that doesn't need to be tight right now? And then with that energy that you just saved, back arm, inhale, and reach it up. So if you want, you can just lift both hands and reach. Here, watching your low back, I want you to let your tailbone come out. So if it wants to tuck under, I want you to let it come out. Still holding the lowest rib in. Inhale. And exhale, let that go. Front leg is going to straighten. Now if your legs feel like they're way too far apart, I want you to walk in the back foot a bit. We're going to come to triangle. So hips are going to tilt back, knees are going to be soft, arms out, and exhale, tilt down. So it's named for triangle pose because we're creating long, straight lines. I want you to still have a soft bend in both knees. That's going to help your blood flow and support your joints. Shoulders come back. And then lengthen up through that top arm. Open up through your heart. And where does your body need your breath right now? I want you to guide your breath to that space. And where do you need comfort or softness? I want you to breathe and send that as well. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, let that hand come down. Back heel lifts, knees bend, and we'll step back to down dog. So find your down dog. Knees are going to be soft, arms pushing down. And open your heart center, so spin your armpits out. And now take a few breaths and check in with your body. Can you feel your breathing? Was your mind wandering at all? And then be grateful for the awareness. And come deeply into your breath for just one more moment. Inhale, feel it, and then exhale. Coming to your plank if you wish, inhale forward. So shoulders over the wrists, shoulders are together in the back. Breathe in, and then exhale, slowly lower, elbows hug. Now you get to choose halfway down or all the way, and inhale up. So you could come to up dog or baby cobra. You pick up dog, I want your shoulders to kiss behind, your heart to feel like it's spreading wide, and the outer edges of your collarbones are up a bit. And tailbone out of your body. One more deep breath in, whatever you picked. And then exhale back. Belly button to spine is going to help you, and then you can relax that a bit as you push your hands down to lift your tail up. Soft knees again, and find your alignment. I want you to really think about pushing into the hands to lift the tail. Really think about opening your chest by bringing the shoulder blades to touch behind. And then take another moment and just feel the breath rise and fall. I want your mind to come right here to calm you down. Inhale and exhale. You can walk or hop to the head of your mat and then let yourself hang in a forward fold. Nice deep breath. And you can shake it out a little bit. This time if you want a new option, bend your knees and hug behind and really breathe into your back. What is it that you need? Find an opening where you are tight and just let go for a moment. One more deep breath, really feeling the care in your own touch. And then gently let that go. Eyes lifted. Inhale the whole way up. And exhale, hands come to the heart. So we're going to come to the middle of the mat and balance before we do the other side. So I want you to find your footing. Nice and strong and mountain, shoulders back. And take a breath and just let go of expectations. A lot of times we can get frustrated in balance because it's one of the hardest things. I just want you to know the more you practice, the more your ankles, your body, your joints learn how to balance. So take a nice deep breath in. Let go of expectations on yourself for this season and for these next few moments. And then find somewhere to gaze at that's going to help you to stay balanced. It's fun how we're all connected, eyes to body. Ground into one leg. Push all 5 toes, inner heel, outer heel. And then kickstand the other. So you're in a grounded tree right now. Hands can be at the heart if that's all right. And then we're going to walk this foot up. So I want your heel to go below the knee joint or above it. No pressure on that knee joint. And then alignment. Take your hips, open them like a book. Tailbone back a bit, shoulders back. Crown of the head lifts. Nice deep breath in. And then let it go. And before we change this, I want you to just notice any little ankle dance that your body's doing. You can hold on to a wall or a chair or anything to help you. And I just want you to be grateful for that challenge that you can physically feel. The more gratitude we have for the challenges, the more we realize that we're strong enough, that our body adapts, and that these struggles are actually good things. And then if you want to come with me for a little more challenge, you're going to hold the back of your thigh. So now we're in a new position. So you can stay here. You've got it. This is the full thing. I want you to open your chest, tailbone back and down, belly in, nice and strong. If you want a little more, you can hold on to your shin, your instep, or peace fingers are on your big toe. We're going to send that out. And then this arm out. So standing leg. Key is to soften that. And then this might throw you off, but I want you to almost stack this hip over the midline of that. We want to kind of kick it out. Let's see if you can stack it. And then shoulders come back. And if you really want to challenge in this season, I want you to take your eyes over to your arm that's not holding your foot. So yeah, just eyes go to that hand. Take a nice deep breath. You've got it. And then exhale and let that go. So we're going to bring that down and shake it out. So we're coming to the other side. And what I want you to do is let go of expectations. So a good way to do that is to physically release any expectations. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive down. Let it go. This is a brand new side. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Other side. So plant your foot that was in the air last time. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, ground those toes. Ground your heel inside and out. And then kickstand the other side. Deep breath in. And exhale, bring your heel up. So it's going to be below your knee or above. Listen to your body. Hold on to something if you want. And then find your breath. Find length, head coming up, heel going down. Ribs in, pelvis feeling like it's opening, so this knee is going to open. And then if you like, inhale, and exhale, we're going to hold the back of our thigh and soften our standing knee. And if you want to extend that, you're going to peace finger around the big toe or hold on to your shin and bring it out. Shoulders come back, then opposite arm to counterbalance. Now can you shift this hip back over the midline of your foot, knee soft? And then if you want that challenge, your eyes are going to turn over to your hand that's not holding your foot. I know it's a lot. Breathe, you've got it. And then see if you can feel any of those little ankle dances and celebrate that. Celebrate the struggle. That's how your body learns to balance you. So one more deep breath, you've got this. And exhale, bring it down. Great job. So we're going to open up the hips and then do what we did on the other side. So whichever direction, I want you to take one leg back and lift the heel behind. front knee, guide it over the ankle, back knee. I want you to bend it slightly. Tailbone is still going to stay out, but knee is going to bend to open up your psoas. Shoulders come back, yes. And then using our breath again, inhale, reach up. And exhale, elbows pull down, feel the strength in your back. Inhale, and exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. And then open to the front, other side. So toes turn, back heel lifts. Front knee, line up with your ankle. Bend the back knee, tailbone out, but knee bends. Shoulders back, ribs in, yes. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. So just find your breath for a moment, just to let your hip open. Inhale, and exhale. One more. And exhale. So come and face me, and we're going to come to the other side. So your toes point in, and then you're going to bend into your warrior two on the opposite side to what we were last time. Take a nice deep breath, and you can reposition your footing. I want you to take as much time as you need until you feel like your feet are in your mountain pose. Toes are down, heels are down, arches are up. And then guide the alignment of your knees over the midline of the toes or in the same direction. And soften around the face. Shoulders come back. Nice deep breath. And then using your breath, inhale, push off your heel, straighten the leg a bit, and exhale, bend it. Inhale, lift, and exhale. So I want you to gaze down over your front arm and feel your strength at the same time that you see it. So it's in there. You need to trust it. So can you feel the strength that lifts you, the strength that settles you in? And just watch it, embody it for a moment so that you can come back to it when you need it this week. Last time here. And then exhale, come in, back arm comes down. Inhale, reach the front arm up. So shoulders are going to come back at the same time that you hug the ribs in. So that's going to keep your spine in a good plane. And now as you go back, I want you to lift your whole ribs up. It's going to take a lot of low belly if you get that. Yeah, shoulders back. Nice deep breath. In and out. And then if you liked the arms lifting up, I want you to lift both of them up and just stretch. Shoulders come back, ribs in, and watch your tail again here. So if you feel like your tail is tucking under, I want you to let it go back a bit. Yes. Nice deep breath. And then take one more moment to just notice what you need. And if you can soften something, go ahead. And then inhale and rise up. And here we come to triangle pose. So if you want to walk your feet a little closer, I always do. I feel a little loose if I am too far. So knees, soften them. And then hips are going to reach back towards the feet behind you. You're going to reach your arms out and then tilt. So let's take a moment just to find your triangle pose on this side. So shoulders come back, crown of the head reaches, knees soft. And as you breathe, can we scan over your body inch by inch? And just notice, how are you doing? What is your body telling you? Where could you soften? Where could you relax? Where could you be a little more kind? One more deep breath. And then exhale. We're going to rise. Hands to hips, toes. They're going to be out like a V or the sides of an H, depending on what feels good for your knees. Now bend your knees, and I want them to go in alignment with the midline of your toes. That's the important part. Inhale, and then exhale and tilt forward. You can spill, hands come down, chin tucks. Soft knees, and if you want to reposition your feet again, go ahead. Find the knees shining in the direction of the middle of the toes. And then relax. If you can shake it out a little bit or rock. With each inhale, allow yourself to come a little bit looser and higher. And then each exhale a little bit deeper and longer. So inhales, feel your heart swell. And exhales, feel your tail lift and your crown go down. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, use your hands to lift you a bit. Slide one leg in and come to sit. So we're coming to cow face pose next, which you have a lot of options. I want to make sure you can see the mat, so I'm going to move you a little bit. A little home practice, makeshift in this season. So here, start with putting down your right foot onto the mat. And then your left leg, you have options. So easy pose is the left leg's in front. Fire log pose, you can flex your feet and stack your knees on top of your feet. And then full cow face pose, you're going to guide your knees towards each other. And then these are, if you look at me from above or yourself from above, these are your little cow ears, I believe, and this is your nose. So your tailbone or your sit bones, I want you to take your muscle and just lift and then shift back. So that's going to help you sit nice and tall. Shoulders come behind, chest lifts. Take a nice deep breath in. Just feel yourself ground. And out. And then I want you to lift your right arm up and exhale, place it down. So first start by just taking your left hand and gently guiding that to touch your back, stretching your tricep. Now if you want to try, you're going to take your other arm behind and just lift it. So good things is it opens the shoulder, but if you want even more, you can try to touch your fingers. That's not possible for everybody. So wherever you're at is a great place to be. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, lean forward. And if you want, you can keep your arms. We're just going to keep them for a couple breaths, and then we'll put them down. I know, this is like our pretzel pose. So take a nice deep breath. And maybe this is a little stressful. It's something you've not done. You feel tight. So I want you to lean into the comfort you feel of your belly against your legs. The rise and the fall of your breath. Train yourself to be able to soothe and comfort and soften your own body. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, hands are going to come to the mat. Tuck your chin. And allow yourself to get as heavy as possible. So a nice deep breath in and out. Hugging the legs. Providing comfort. Grounding. And reminding yourself of your own human breath. Scan your body. Is there anything you could loosen? And then gently walk up, pushing your hands to lift. Nice shoulder roll if you want. Maybe loosen out the neck. And we'll switch sides. So opposite leg is on the ground, and then your right leg, it could be in front. You could stack on fire log pose, feet and knees. Or you could guide your knees closer together. We're going to lift and scoot our sit bones back again. And then again, just breathe. Shoulders come back, crown lifts, which usually feels like a chin tuck. And then take your left arm up, inhale. And exhale, bring it down. You can use your elbow or your arm to help, but be gentle. I want you to stay comforting, alignment. And then other arm is going to come back. And if you want, you can touch your fingers and hold on. If it's not there for you, it's all right. Take a nice deep breath in, swell and lift. And then exhale, reach forward and relax. And as you breathe, find the comfort. Again, you don't have to have your arms, you can let them go. This doesn't feel great. But I want you to use this pose where it might feel tight or uncomfortable or just awkward if you've not done it much, to really practice the grounding in your breath. So as you breathe, can you find comfort? Can you give your own body care as you feel the warmth of your belly on your legs? The care and comfort you need in this season. One more deep breath. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Tuck your chin and really get heavy. So with each exhale, enjoy the weight of your body and how there's comfort hidden in that. Each and every breath a hug, a reminder that your body's on your side. It cares for you. It gives you life every moment, in and out. One more deep breath. And then inhale and push on it. We're going to use our mat now long ways. You can turn to the side and take your legs out into a staff pose. Use your hands to walk your sit bones back again. And that's going to help you to sit nice and tall, shoulders back. We're going to use our breath a couple times. So like a wave, inhale, swell up. Feel the breath in and then let it go like a wave down. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling, seeing if you can get just a little longer. And then exhale, flex the feet, and now relax. Let your hands relax, your chin can tuck. And with each exhale, see if you can get a little heavier. A lot of times, we can struggle with control, where we feel like we need to always be in control. And we actually feel freer when we realize and let go of that control. That we actually aren't as in control as we thought. And so here, give yourself the gift of letting go. Your body's got you. It's giving you breath. It's giving you your heartbeat. The ground is holding you up. You don't have to work hard. So let yourself be held and to be cared for and supported. One more deep breath, really letting go. And then gently inhale and walk up. We're going to exhale and lay ourselves down on our mat. So you can use your thighs, or if you want an ab work, I want you to separate your feet hip width. Take your arms out and then shoulders back. So they're again touching the shoulder blades. Inhale. And then exhale, we are going to round our tailbone under. So not like we would normally do, but okay, when we roll, and we're going to articulate the spine down. So lay your vertebrae down one at a time. And if you want to pause for a full boat pose, you can pause and take a breath. So that's your abs. If you want, you can lift your legs. Nice deep breath. Although you used your abs the whole time. And then when you're ready, exhale, lay down. I want you to reach overhead and extend your toes. So let your ribcage pop up as if you just woke up, the biggest stretch of your day. Take it. And then exhale and bend your knees so they are hip width. We're going to press into our feet to find your mountain. So push down all 5 toes, inner heel, outer heel. You got that? Inhale. And then exhale, push into the heels and articulate your spine the opposite way, lifting up the tailbone all the way to a bridge. I want you to think about your knees and shine them over the midline of your toes. So we all can do weird things here. I've often seen whether your feet are out wide or your knees are rocking. So find that for you, where your heels, your knees, your hips are all about in the same line. Now, if you like to clasp your hands, you're welcome to clasp under here. And I want you to take a few breaths where you're opening your heart center. You're freeing any tension. Yoga can help fight depression. A lot of times when we open our heart, it is shown to help boost our mood. So it's amazing how we're made. This is one more way to guide yourself away from depression and towards joy. So take one more freeing breath. And then exhale, let your hands go if you have them, and find that articulation again. Can you lay down your vertebrae one by one? Yeah. All right, extend your right leg and hug in your left knee. I want you to roll it as if you're stirring it. So it's going to help open your hip a bit. And then lift your left leg up, and we're just going to hug behind. And you can roll your ankle in both directions. And then exhale, let go of that effort again. I want you to allow this to be a gift that you get to receive. Not something you have to force or earn. We all need moments to be reminded that we're human. That we can't do it all, that we need cared for. We need to receive care, comfort, breath, life. So thankful for this moment. One more breath to stretch. And then exhale, bend your left knee and tuck your toes behind your right leg. And we're going to twist. So let your left knee come all the way over your body. Your hips going to stack. I want you to turn your head over your left arm and ground your left shoulder. And you can breathe out as strongly as you can, hugging your belly in, and that's really going to twist and massage your inner organs. So take a few deep breaths here. And that same idea of comfort and care, if you want to place a caring hand on your belly, or your heart, or your leg, I invite you to do so. Inhale. And exhale, let that go. If you want to let your knee rock out for a second, you can. That's going to open the hip. Nice reclined tree. And then we'll switch. So extend your left leg, and you can reposition your back if you feel like you got out of alignment. Hug in your right knee nice and tight, and then give it a stir both directions. And then lift the right leg, hold behind, and roll the ankle both directions. And then exhale and relax. As you scan here, what is it that you need? Did your mind wander? Can you bring it back? Keep reminding yourself that you can let go and be given the gift of support. Feel how your back's supported, your breath is supporting you. This pose is working all without your own effort. So take one more deep breath of care. And then bend your knee and tuck your toes behind the opposite leg. So you're going to cross your right knee over your body, let your hips stack, and then right arm out. And your eyes can go down. So ground your right shoulder. With each exhale, really hug your belly in. Nice deep breath. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. With each exhale, focus on really breathing out to massage and hug your belly. And last time. And this time, bring your knees in. Well, if you want to flop that knee open for a second, do that first. And then when you're ready, bring your knees in and first hug like a little ball. So I want you to lift your tail, lift your head. Feel that length and opening in the back of the vertebrae. And then joyful child's pose. We're going to lift up towards our toes. If you can, hold your shins or your toes and then lift again. Tailbone, head, reach, reach, reach. Breathe in. And then exhale and let it go. So we're going to relax now. So if you want something warm, you can grab it. I want you to guide your knees together and separate your feet on the mat. And before full Shavasana, just like we started, place one hand low on your belly and the other hand maybe underneath the left side of your chest. You'll be able to feel your heartbeat. And then close your eyes and notice your breath. Notice your body. Is it any different than the first moment of your practice? Is there anything right now that's tight that you can soften? Just one more breath, noticing, allowing your mind to relax. Keeping your knees like this helps support your low back if that's something that you want. If not, you can find your full Shavasana with your legs out, your arms out, or keep your hands where they were for that extra comfort in this season. And then exhale and feel the weight of your body and let yourself sink back. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, start to notice the sounds around you. Notice the ones close to you and those far away. And for a moment as you breathe, I want you to just notice the sounds and let them pass, practicing letting go and using your awareness for response instead of reaction. So just let the sounds come and go as if they were passing clouds. How many can you notice? One more moment. Just letting them all float through your awareness. And then take a nice deep breath and exhale. Find the weight again. Sink into your mat. We'll do the same thing with sensations as you breathe in. And then exhale. Notice what you sense. The light and dark behind the eyelids. Any tastes or smells. Any temperatures. How many textures do you notice against your skin? And can you let them all float in your awareness? You're just aware of them, letting them go as passing clouds. And then take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, sink again into the mat. And we're going to do that same thing inside our body. So inhale, notice your forehead. And as you exhale, let it smooth. And take a nice deep breath in, notice behind your eyes. And then exhale, let them relax and let your jaw relax. Inhale. And then exhale, let your head sink back so your neck can relax. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, sink your shoulders back and let your heart soften and rest. Inhale. And exhale, let your arms and hands become heavy. Nice deep breath in. And exhale, let your legs feel heavy and splay open. Inhale. And exhale, lastly, really feel your back sink and your hips and belly widen. And then feel your breath. Really come into it. Notice every moment of the rise, the switch, and the fall. And then notice how it keeps going. And for the next few moments, I really want you to come into your breath. As soon as your mind wanders to a thought or a feeling, simply let it go and come back to your breath. If a sound or a sensation rises up, be grateful for the awareness and then come back to your breath. And trust that over and over, the more you do this, the more you create a new neural pathway in your brain to calm, to letting go of reaction, and to adding space so you can respond in a calmer fashion. So a couple more moments, really feel your breath. Before you move, where is there calm in your body that you can soak in? What was good from your day that you can think about? Studies show that we need 15 seconds of dwelling on the good, the calm, in order to create a new pathway to it. So take one more breath of gratitude and focus so that you can come back to this calm when you need it in this season. And then so gently start to wake up your fingers and toes, moving them around, and then your wrists and your ankles. And practice gratitude. Can you stay in that calm, that gratefulness for your body? Thankful that you are healthy enough to roll your wrists and your ankles today. And then you can start to bend your knees or stretch long. What would feel good next? Maybe a rock or a windshield wiper in the knees or a sway. And find that gratitude again, that you have a body that's healthy enough to tell you what it needs and that you're able to listen, to move. And then when you're ready, roll to one side. They say that the left side will help you feel a little more awake and the right will help you feel a little more relaxed. And before you press up to sit, if you have the time, give yourself a breath to feel held by the ground and your own body. The air in the room coming into your lungs and supporting you, the ground holding you up. You're not alone. One more breath, grateful. And then gently use a hand to push you up. Sit nice and tall. So thank you again for doing this practice with me. Let's finish together. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, namaste. So thank you so much. Again, my name is Rachel Heisey, and you can find more videos by me on the West End Yoga Studio Facebook page. On a normal life season, I teach Saturdays at 7:30 a.m. And I also have meditations in a podcast form at YogaBreathePray. So there's no spaces. It's YogaBreathePray. You can find that on Facebook, iTunes, anywhere you get your podcasts. And I hope to be doing more of these in the future. So please keep caring for your body and doing all that you need to find the humanity in this season, to find the love, the hope, the joy, and the peace. So remember what helps you to feel most grounded, and then please do a little bit of that every day. Grace, peace, and namaste, friends. Thanks so much.